Welcome everybody, and how is everybody doing today? Today I am planting my grains, wheat, barley. See if I get that done. I'm also combining cranberries and corn. Should be getting through that, and I think I got sugar cane to do too today. But I don't know how much I'm going to get it done because it's going to rain again, and we'll see. All right, let's see what we have. All right, my cranberry. Let's see, did I? Yep, I did. So yeah, I'm just busy working on the farm. If you guys any questions about any of the mods I'm using, the map, just let me know, and I'll get started with the stream. I just fast forward, so yeah, it's getting a little bit lighter. Not quite there yet, but oop. I was gonna do this with Courseplay, but I decided to combine it myself. I only have one combine, so not really can get this over to the corn yet. But I'll run it with Courseplay on the cornfield, and then that way I can start doing the sugar cane. I think I also have to do cotton, which is no big deal there. Just gotta go rent a carton, lease a cotton harvester. So do that. See what else is going on. Yeah, just basically getting ready for a breakfast on the farm coming up in a couple weeks. I got to do that. Setting up a booth, showing off what we're doing with conservation and no-till with my cousin. Plus, gonna demo farm sim and try to show what we kind of do in the game. We use radishes for a cover crop, but what we use in here in Wisconsin, we're using rye for a cover crop in the fall, and then we plant into that, and then we spray it, and then we see how it goes for the rest of the year. It's all new to all new to me. I've never been around no-till, so this is all new. I got to plant soybeans this year, no-till into rye. That was pretty cool. Kind of wish I could have actually planted into just regular tilled ground. It might probably be easier to do. Trying to, I mean, even though we had GPS going, it's accurate, but by 6 inches, so you gotta keep it on the line or can see where the marker disc is at. But pretty cool though. So yeah, over here I got wheat planted already. Barley. Well, I thought I planted that one over there. I'll have to take a look once. Might have done another field of wheat too, because just can't get the yield out of wheat for some reason. Don't have a storage right now for cranberries, so I'm kind of putting it in here. This is where my cranberries are going to go. I should have done is brought my elevator over here and put it in the elevator and then put it in here so I'm not driving on the cranberries. We'll have cranberry juice if I do that. So I figure if it starts raining, then I can start looking at all what I need to do with my animals. Because I don't do any farm work in the rain. I've been trying to hold that, so I might have an entire day of rain, and the corn will have to be harvested next month. I got one more month to harvest corn anyway. All right. See if I set this up actually. I don't think it doesn't matter. I think I can actually combine it myself. As you see, I got realistic weather. I got the puddles in here. I'm just hoping one of these years I don't get a lot of rain, so I can actually irrigate. Because I haven't needed to irrigate since the first year I actually put realistic weather in, which was, I think this is my second year of using realistic weather. I'm at least getting the yield on these cranberries, that's for sure. In fact, maybe I'll go get that elevator after I fill this one up one last time here. So, there anything new out there? I went through the mod hub and didn't wasn't looking through it too closely today, but is there any cool mods that just came out in the last couple days that I haven't paid attention to? Well, this last Sunday I went to another breakfast on the farm. This one was in Outagamie County, which is just a county north of me, which is basically maybe a mile. I'm basically on the line between two counties. So I went there on Saturday. I took my son and future daughter-in-law, and it was pretty good. The only issues we had was there was a storm front coming, thunderstorms coming pretty quick, and yeah, we didn't quite get to do everything we wanted to do, but at least we had our breakfast. Then it was fun trying to get out. I mean, I have a four-wheel drive F-150, so I wasn't too concerned, but anybody that went out there for the first time from town and that in their cars or small SUVs was in a rye field. And the rye field was, they had harvested it off for silage. So there was nothing holding that ground there. So when that rain came, it became nothing but a mud pit. So there was people getting stuck. I got lucky and got out pretty quickly, but I imagine that there was a lot of people that got stuck with their cars. That's for sure. So I couldn't even tell you what the farm was. I didn't get to do the farm tour they give you a farm tour. Load up with about 20, maybe 15 to 25 people in a wagon with seats, and then they drive you around their farm through the barn, explain what the dairy is, because most of them are all going to be dairy. You could have made it TC. Actually, put this on your calendar because you're close enough to come visit me in Winnebago County, breakfast on the farm, It's on the 21st. I better double check that before I actually say that. Let me see. Breakfast on the Farm. I will be at that one. Let's see here. Breakfast on the Farm. I'm pretty sure. What is Sheboygan's one? Brown Counties was gone. Man, let's see here. Keep going. There we go. To find the right list. What is today? The 10th. So next weekend is. I had to find one I want to go to, maybe. If it's not too far to drive. Well. Let's see here. Winnebago is on the 21st. And that one is actually a grilled cheese one. So that one starts at 10 a.m. So you don't even have to get up early. Grilled cheese are pretty good there. This is and hopefully they'll have the fresh cheese curds. Then I think on the 22nd, I think it's Fond du Lac County, which I'll probably go to that one. I have to look and see any of this weekend that are close to me. I also got to look at the weather. I haven't even looked at what the weather is going to be this weekend. I just don't like it when they have them, like, the ones that are close to me are on the same day. It's like, I can only do one. I want to go to more than one. Like to see the different dairies around the state. Now I got to get going here and edit the video I want to show you guys. The one I did show you before about the no-till planning. Because I want to get that one up and show you with that one before we record the next one. We're going to do another one for side dressing. And then there's another one we're doing soil testing. And then we'll have to... The last one will be harvest. And that's a little bit... A couple months away for that, at least. Hopefully. If everything works out good. Get this field done, and I'll move over to corn. You gotta love the weather around here too. It's actually cool today. Well, it's cold. Tomorrow's supposed to be back up in the 80s, and then on Thursday it's supposed to be back in the 60s again. It's like, make up its mind. Get warm or don't get warm. Did get some rain. Monday, a little bit on Monday, a little bit on Tuesday. No rain today, but just cold and cloudy. Right. Still shocked that that's planting over because I had one planter that wouldn't plant through the puddles, but that planter that I'm going over there is actually planting through the puddles, which is good because otherwise I'd have like half a field that isn't planted. I'm just hoping it doesn't start to rain because if you guys look at my weather forecast, it's not good. Oh, actually, it changed a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to do something in the afternoon. That's for sure. Good. Because before the last forecast, I seen it went all the way through. Wonder if it changes every time you log in and out of the game too. It probably does. Probably some randomizer on there that resets every time you. At least that's what I think. I could be wrong. Here, I get stuck in here. Didn't really want to run them over, but it looks like I'm going to have to here. So is everybody enjoying precision farming? I am. I like the fact that it's back. Just trying to get that score up. I think once I finish this field here, this score should climb a little bit because it's the last one on that field that I haven't harvested yet. See how far the tractor jumps on that one. All right. I took out another loan too, so just to get me by, I'm hoping to make it up with all selling all my products, which now I should have some in October to sell. Take a look here. October cheese. Sell some cheese. Milk. Bottled milk, actually. Price should come up a little bit. It's actually going down. What else do I have in October? That's it. Cheese and milk. Trying to figure out why I'm not. Oh, the chap that's coming out. Normally, see how it was in the beginning when I did that? That was coming out the back, and now it's not doing it. It was working before. Before I quit the game and came back in. Now it's not working. Interesting. Gosh, I keep. Should really turn on crop destruction so it stops me from going too fast with that combine. Is it 124% yield? I got to remember everything I need to make with cranberries. I went through there and I thought there was a reason why I grew cranberries, but I thought I had a factory for them. But I don't know if I put one down that uses I thought I did, but I have to look at that. I know I want to put down. I got one for making fabric and that, so my hemp is that can be used, which I got to look and see. That should be ready to go too. Yeah, that's what I found out. I thought it went into something else, and I don't know what I was thinking it was, Billy. And hello, Billy. How you doing? Yeah, I could have swore I had a different factory, but I did look earlier and yesterday, and I'm like, I don't have a factory for that. Not too bad. Not too bad. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. I can't say I'm not busy. So I haven't done grapes or olives, so I haven't got your mod yet, Billy. I will once I get that far. Once I get into that, I don't even know if I'm even that close to putting any grapes or olives in yet. I don't even think I should have put cranberries in. I think maybe I did that to get a mission. See if I get a mission. Here I did it again. A mission for cranberries and sell them that way. Because I got that mod that gives you missions for delivering stuff. Can't remember. I don't remember what the name of it is. Extended mission? No. I can't remember what the name of that one is. Let's see if I got any new ones. Peanuts. Obviously don't have peanuts. Goat milk. Be everything I don't have. I do have barley, but not for 7,000. Got one, a nice one for 100,000 beer though. Supply and transport contracts, exactly. That's the name of it. Thank you, Billy. Couldn't remember what the name of that mod was. I don't think I've done one yet, to be honest with you. I just don't have enough product. See if I can get this in here without driving on the cranberries again. Yeah, exactly, Billy. Exactly. Can't disagree with that. I'm starting to get enough land around here too. I'm cutting another farmland I just bought down. I should be able to use that this spring. It'll give me some more crop land. But the problem is I got to have a lot of crop land to get some of these yields. For some reason, wheat. I don't think wheat is. I'm not getting enough wheat compared to barley. I thought I had about the same amount of acreage between the two. But this time I planted that entire field there is wheat. That's wheat, and I think I planted that other field over there in wheat too. Could be wrong. Yeah, I never had it in 22. I didn't know it existed. Wish I did. I would have used it. Still don't know why my chaff behind my is not going on the ground like it should. I don't think I have any errors. No. So any Billy, since you've been watching that, any good mods out there on Mod Hub? I just did a brief look today. I didn't look yesterday. I was trying to. We were trying to find a laptop that would play Farm Sim 25. We did. Um, we want to use it for a demo. So we get some kids in so they can take a look at. We're gonna have little sunflower plants for them. They can plant some sunflowers and take them home with them in little cups. Try to do a whole bunch of cool things in our booth for breakfast on the farm. All right, just about done with this one. Just now waiting to what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't see anything, but I think custom modding is coming out with their early riser planner. So I can't wait for that. Well, it's funny. The header is actually taking the weird. I don't know what's going on with that. And to be honest with you, this isn't the way they combine anyway. Cranberries, pretty sure it's all floats on the top after they shake them loose with a. I haven't actually physically watched cranberry harvest. They have them in the western part of our state. But one of these days, I should take a look and see how that's actually done. And I'm not going to fill this whole thing up either. Shoot. All right, let's just take the combine over here. Take that header off. And I probably didn't unfold it. Let's go hook it back on and unfold it. Tractor actually stuck in that pond and it didn't tell me. I'm not even going to attempt it. We'll put this one over here. Oh, that tractor stopped, and then I wonder if it won't let it plant it because I forgot to start this one. Well, that's already full, so. Let's see where it'll start. There it is. It's too deep for that one section. Yeah, we're gonna have to fill up with fertilizer here. Get that there. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have one spot that isn't gonna have any barley in it. Let me just double check this. I didn't think I planted this in barley too, did I? Nope. This is gonna be wheat. Yeah, right. Too wolf. I don't disagree, but I don't doubt that it'll actually function like that. But it just has to quit raining, and then I wouldn't have these puddles. To be totally honest with you. Well, I didn't even take that corner like I wanted to. I might have to fix my field so that it actually does get the corners correctly. Let's see here. Where is my... There it is. Quickly empty that. What does everybody think of precision farming? You ladies like it? I think once you get through the first season using it, then it your score gets up, and that's nice. Probably easier to keep it under control. Because if you look at mine, I'm at 67. It looks like I need to do a little nitrogen, and I'm gonna lose I'm gonna lose something with tillage. Figure out the sensor when planting. I think I got the sensor working good with the. Or maybe it doesn't work. Maybe it wouldn't work correctly because of course play. Because you can't see it when you're using course play. But see, I want to see because I thought they had fixed the stones with rolling. So now I have some stones here. I'm gonna roll. See how that works. Because I know beginning it didn't do it when we first got into 25. It seemed to be kind of broken. And I'm sitting in here just making sure. There's that one puddle that I want to make sure I get as much planted as possible. Because it's showing me the nitrogen, so it knows I'm getting nitrogen in here. It's turning green. I wonder if I can... I wish you could change that in your menu here to see if the seed rate is different. Now let's see if this puddle's too deep. Yep, this puddle's too deep too. Wow, that's definitely a deep one. Well, once again, and there you go. That field's done. I don't know if I'm done planting right now. Because I don't really... I'm debating if I... Once I take care of my hemp, let's see if I plant barley in there. But I'll have to see. Because I think this is the last day that I can plant barley. Yeah. And that's all done. I did canola for the first time. I haven't done canola before. Wheat's done. All right. So let's send this one back. Why did you do that for? Oh, that's that. I don't think I need that one at all. Leave that for now. All right, sweet. Well, it actually looks like the sheep is actually eating the metal in there. Look at that. I don't know if that was actually working correctly in the beginning, but now it looks like they're actually eating it. Nice. All right. Dump this out, and then we'll get that combine going. Get that over to the cornfield, and hopefully we get something off before it rains. All right. That's set there. Farm quick. Do the combine. I forgot to fold it out so I can transport it. There we go. Get my corn header that I dropped off there. This to the farm. Doing that. Let's unload this again. Yeah, once you get into like this is I think the third season in this field, you get a lot of rocks, a lot of stone. Like I got plenty of lime, that's for sure. Fortunate thing is I gotta have two setups now. I have got the new Fent sprayer that I have set up as a fertilizer spreader, and then I have my Hercules that does the lime. Let's see where I got my Hercules at. I think I was waiting for. Why are these guys loud? Um, I guess I could do this before I. Yeah, it does need lime. And you'll see the setup I got it for. It's pretty cool. It's like I said after my stream last week was I was going to. There was two things I was going to use from the that DLC right from the start. One was the Fent sprayer, which I got right there, and then I was going to use the trailer here that has some in it. So what I do is, let's raise this up. I think this is pretty cool. I think this is the best setup that I've seen from a DLC. All right, so we're good there. We can shut that off. 300 series got right there. For now, let's go take that fertilizer and use it on my greenhouses. Get that all ready for the corn harvest. What are they doing outside? My cameras are going off like crazy. Oh, I was actually picking up his dirt pile. That's cool. All right. And I gotta look too. I'm pretty sure I can also do. Oh, I bet you my spinach is ready too. Ready to harvest. So yeah, I got spinach to harvest. I got corn to harvest. I got a lot of to do here, and it's gonna rain shortly. I gotta get all my tractors over here then. Oh, I guess I need more fertilizer than I thought. Oh boy. Yeah, I thought I did this. I guess my greenhouses need fertilizer. Let's take a look. I thought I was good for a day. No. Oh, I'm all out of fertilizer, guys. Oh, that's not good. Because I don't think I'm making it fast enough. I think I got enough seeds for a little bit. See if our machine's back in. All right. It didn't. There we go. That one's full. That one's full. This is my money maker, so I have to make sure that these stay running. Because I got a lot of loans to pay for. Yep, 2 more to go. All right. And I got to get a lot of stuff set up here. And actually, I got to check to make sure I got my chickens fed too. I haven't done that in a while. Yep, corn is ready. I'm hoping I get a lot of corn off this field. We'll see. Gotta make sure how much manure I need to bring back over here. Oh, I can actually fill this back up pretty good. All right, good. Another thing I got to do. I don't think I got another trailer though. I got just so many tippers. I had to put a little divot in the ground there because the trigger wasn't working right. The only one that wasn't working right on all these. Couldn't ever get anything to dump into it. So I'm thinking, well, how am I going to fix this thing? So I just drop the ground a little bit and then the trigger starts working. Oh, this one's actually full? And I guess that one's actually full. Why does that say... No, that one's not actually full. Not reading that trigger right. There we go. Didn't hit the trigger right the first time. It's so nice that I have that production HUD up there. It actually can tell me how many hours I have of fertilizer, and it only was showing one, so I'm like, I don't think that is actually working correctly. I got a lot of time out. I got about a day worth of water. Seeds are going to be an issue on one of them, it looks like, but that'll be deal with that one later. Let's finish this off here. Yeah. All right, so now everything is back to the farm, I see. All right, we're good here. All right, let's get that tractor out of the way. We'll see if I will do that one with I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to use this tipper right now. All right. Get the corn harvest going here. All right. Okay, why won't that lower any further? Okay, lower. All right, we're gonna see if Courseplay will lower it down. It's because it should go down farther. There we go. That was weird. The other one you have to, and it won't auto lower. That was weird. It actually. Okay. All right. Let's. The course made us big field. There we go. All right. Let's set this one up here. Then I'm gonna have to find a semi truck. Let's get this back here. I don't need this to be regular. Position. Field. There we go. Okay, so let's go find a truck. See where my. We need this one. Oh yeah, I got to still bale that straw yet too. Hmm. So pickup and delivery. What field number is that? Field number. I think it's gonna be field 2. So let's go field 2. Then I'm going to drop this off at Farmcello, put it in there, and send this on its way. So that should be good there. I'll go empty this again and hopefully get this field done because that's the tractor I want to use to chase the sugarcane harvester, hopefully. That one's going to be like a manual thing. I still haven't got Course Player Auto Drive to work, but I'm going to try it again. See if I can get that to actually work with that harvester. It used to work in 22, but haven't seemed to get it to work correctly in 25. All right. Hopefully I don't have one more pickup, but I think I will. I'm debating. Do I look and see if I need it at the lime? There's the fruit. Where's my lime? Oh, cool. I can actually, let's do that then. Let's take that back to the farm and we'll dump it there. That's that there. Let's see here. There, so let's start this one. Yeah, I don't know how much I'll get out of this because I've never cut spinach twice. The first time I completely forgot about it and I actually plowed it under after the first one. So let's see how this one actually works. See how many courseplay stuff I can get without dragging my game. Right now, still at 40 frames, and I got a lot going on. All right. Okay. Make a course. Good there. Start that one. And let's see here. Where's my 400 at? Yeah, let's bring that one back home, I think. Do I want to try this or not? Let's see here. We'll give it a try. Did I... Where did I store my... Let's see what I got left stored. I don't know if I stored it there or I think I leased it. I think I got a Sugar King Harvester. I think I just leased it and then I returned it. We'll find out here though. Sugar King Special Harvesters. Yeah, I think I leased it. Looks like we're gonna lease it again. Build. Yep. Take it to 61. Well, that's pretty good. It does like 5 miles an hour. Or 12 miles an hour, I mean. There we go. All right. It looks like I'm done here, so let's make some room. I know I got room in storage because I had to fill up that trailer once, I think. Let's see if I got to fill it up twice. We'll look here and see. That one's full. Good. Put another one in there. I got a few more fields I got to lime yet. Oh, there's a deer. Let's see if I can hit it. Oh, moved out of the way. I'm not getting as much corn as I expected. Where is the combine at over there? Not what I expected. All right.
Get ready for terrible origin story. I was dropped as baby bunny.
Shut up! Said your dumb made-up origin stories.
Nice one there, Coffee. I was not prepared for any blurps, that's for sure. You startled me just a little bit. I don't think you guys saw me jump, but I kind of did a little bit. And thank you for the 15 bits. I appreciate it. And how you doing, Coffee? Hope you're having a good day. I know it's probably getting ready to go to bed. It's typically about that time. All right, so we're good there. Let's see here. Oh, you finished that entire field. Good. Worry about that later. We'll take that. We're going to use him for the... Oh, yeah, that's right, guys. I got soybeans to harvest, too. I almost forgot about that. Eek. I am going to run out of time. Oop, my score went up a little bit. Must have been... I wonder which field did that when I started harvesting it. Not impressed with my score here and here. They didn't really... This one didn't go up at all, and it's driving me crazy. Because it's all harvested. It should have went up a little bit. All right, yeah, because this one went up to 86. Oh, now look at... You can see it real time. It's going down. Like, I don't know why would it... Interesting. All right. Almost a record this week. Wow. 5 hours of sleep. I've tried that recently, and it doesn't turn out too well for me. I was doing that when I was planting. I didn't get home until after 10, and I'm getting up at 4 in the morning, so yeah. All right, so that needs. Yeah, I'm not getting as much as I thought I was, guys. All right, let's get into this one. All right, so you must not get the same yield from your spinach the second crop. Yeah, it's normal farmer hours. I don't disagree. I just talking to my cousin, and I know he's the same way. He's out running around right now doing stuff with the county, so try to figure out what we're doing. All right. I think this will work. Oh, yeah, this one should work for the spinach. All right, so let's set up this one here. Let's double check to make sure how much spinach I need at the factory. Spinach. So it needs about 100,000. Then I can put the rest in storage. All right. That got there. That's good. That reached the farm too. I got to remember all these field numbers. I don't remember nothing. 59. Yeah. All right. 59, and then we're going to take it to the cannery.
Ketchup is liquid made from a fruit and is 20% sugar, making it a sports drink.
Ketchup is a sports drink. Ketchup is Gatorade.
Ketchup is Gatorade. Wow. That's actually pretty funny. Ketchup is Gatorade. Nice one, Coffee. Thank you for the 15 bits. I appreciate it. All right, so we need to do this here. And we need to go this and that. And we can start job. So let it chase that down. Did this work? Yep, it got that. Let's set up the... Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get this to actually work correctly. But I might have to manually do this. I think there's enough turnaround. So let's do that without any headlands. Let's see if that would... yeah, let's just... Do I do... Yeah, let's do headlands. Not 40, though. Do 5. Well, I don't know. Let's do 0. Let's generate the course. let's hit start. No path found. Why are you no path found here, buddy? Is there a tree in the way, I wonder? All right. I guess I'm going to manually do this one for this time. All right. So that's do that then. See if that'll trigger. Is that gonna trigger? Okay, well, let's just put it back up to 100% and let it do it that way. Don't know why that's not working right. I have... It's supposed to hand off, and it's not handing off. In my Puma here, let's get this one unloaded. We have to figure out what's going on with that. Oh, never mind. They did get to the corn. Good. All right, so that's done there. See what my frame rate said, because I can feel it's down to 20. It's like I kind of figured it would be. So let's get this one started and see if I can. I don't know if I can get. Auto drive should work for this setup. All right, let's try this then. Okay, so this one, the combine is right. So let's go back here. Harvester 61 that needs to be. And sugarcane sallow. Let's see if it'll actually work. I'm not expecting much out of this. I think this is what happened last time. I'll be very impressed if it actually works this time. But they've had an update since I last planted sugarcane. So let's see. All right, so it looks like I got to set the offset. I have to get closer. Oops, let's save this. Apply. We go too much? I might have went too much. Try that one. See what happens here. Oh my god, is it working? Oh, it's working, guys. It's almost working too good here. Maybe I have to... I'm too far. Try that once. I think I've got it. All right, we'll see if that continues. Take a look what's going on here. He's hauling that away just like I wanted it to. What? Why are you stopping? Maybe it's not working like I thought it would. Maybe I should just babysit this for a second here. Oh, maybe it'll work. My luck is I'll leave it go and then it's... Oh. Why is this doing that, though? I know Courseplay can't do this, but see what I mean? It's probably like I have to do this myself. It works when it wants to. Thought it was gonna work. Doesn't look that way. That's not gonna. So yeah, this is going to be a long harvest on this field if I got to do this without Courseplay. This one's always been a weird setup anyway. I'm wondering, I have an idea. I want to. Let's run this way, at least to get it farther in, and then I'm going to switch to one of the trucks. Let's see if that works. I think that's what I did in 22. I had a like a single axle truck doing it. I do have one of those. Get this all filled up so I can get this. Yeah, this thing is so picky. If you, I know what happens. It goes a little bit too fast for it, and then it quits. Like, see how it just stops? Then I would imagine it thinks it stops, and it's got to re-find itself. Try the truck next. Third. All right. See if I can find the truck. That would work. All right. So let's see how this works. We're going to do the same thing. Let's put it in combine mode. 61. And then we're going to take it to the sugar cane silo. Back to my other tractor and see where this one goes. I'm hoping the truck will work. Let's let's find out. think I got plenty of room on that one there. I don't know if I'll grow any more sugar cane, but we'll see. Guys, if you guys got any questions about Courseplay Auto Drive or any one of my mods, let me know. All right, let's see here. All right, so good. We got plenty of room. That's done. Let's take a look what's going on here. Let's... What's going on with this? Good, at least that's working. All right, where have we got that? Let's see how the truck will do. The amount of sugar storage, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of sugar cane, that's for sure. And welcome. And we're gonna see how this works first. We're gonna quickly see, and then I gotta shut everything down. Where's my? All right, so where's my combine going? All right, he's got to shut down. It's raining, and I'm got a lot to harvest. All right, so that's done. What else did I have going that needs to shut down? I don't have all the harvesters in my vehicle manager, so I have to click to them. Okay, you're stopping. All right, so now we're just gonna test this out quick, and then we have to stop this one. No, I'm not working for Case, but I do. They did a solid for me this year or last year, so I'm gonna promote them as much as possible. Even though I'm a fan, and be honest with you, I haven't been in the Case. Well, actually, it was international. My dad had international first on the farm that he ran, and then in the late 80s, probably like 88, 89. He did then went out and purchased all brand new John Deeres for the farmer, or I call him the businessman, because my dad was the one that ran it all for him, and he just had all the money. But what does JD think of Case? Well, you know he's not going to use it. He's a John Deere guy, obviously, JD. But yeah, I'm a big fan of both. Actually, recently I was planting soybeans with a 4440. So yeah, I go both ways. At least with tractors. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, I got to drive that new. Well, there we go. Check out JD Fans YouTube page, the creator of this map. Go there, follow, and you'll see the updates in that. You can also go to mine once that pops up. I don't know why all of a sudden that actually starts working. That's kind of cool. But yeah, this isn't going to work, guys. This truck is just as bad. It isn't. I can't believe this isn't. What is it telling it to do? It's trying to go to the right side. I got that negative set, but that ain't gonna work either. Oh, trust me, on my cousin's farm there, I mean, we're not rocking the newest stuff, put it that way. But you don't need the newest stuff either to the farm. Not on a smaller scale. Because I don't. My guess is you live in Europe, by what you just showed me there. I'm pretty sure. Yep, exactly. Because Case IH is not. I don't think they actually get into Europe, to be honest with you. Netherlands, yep. So you know what gave it away is the Valterra isn't sold in America. I don't think, if I remember right. It could be wrong, but. All right, so we're going to let that sit. Shut that off. All right, so how long is it going to rain? Yeah, Valterra, we were actually just discussing it yesterday with my cousin. Came over taking a look at the game and that, and we went through the tractors, and he was explaining some of the history. More than I know, because he used to work for John Deere at a dealership, so he got a little more knowledge than I do. I used to work for Badger Northland. We made manure spreaders, silo unloaders, silo blowers, blades for the back of tractors. What else did we make there, if I remember? Been a long time since I was there. It was the early 90s. Like, I started there in 92, and the plant closed in, like, 95. 95. 96, I think it closed. All right, so what are we going to do? We got to look at the animals and see what were there. So let me find another tractor that I can use. We'll actually use this one since it's raining. Oh yeah, self-unloading forage boxes. Yep. Thank you. Nice. Oh, I gotta turn this off, that's why. But those are like obsolete now. At least on the new way of doing sallow filling, because there's the upright sallows. Really, nobody really uses those anymore. So anything that we made there would have been either they would have had to change their whole way of making things, or that company probably still wouldn't have existed if today, to be honest with you. All right, so let's get over to the farm and see what I can do there. Oh, I should take this there too. Well, here, what happened, at least over here in America, in the dairy industry, in the last like 40 years, it went from herds used to average probably maybe anywhere between 60 cattle to maybe 150. And those 150 were smaller parlor setups. Like, I actually worked at one during high school that I think we ran about 150 in a which, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was an 8 stall milking parlor. But today we have 2,000 cattle herds out here, 1,000. And they're all putting silage and that up in bunker silos. Like I'll show you here when I get to my dairy farm. Let me send this on its way and I'll go over here. A lot of dairy farms around here, actually a lot of them, all of them have, let's see if I can, I don't have anything over here. Yeah, it's going to rain. It's raining until 2 o'clock. Ugh. All right. So let's show you here. So a lot of them have bunker silos. Not this style. A lot of the style we have here are these, the drive-throughs. Some of them have that kind of, and then they have the... Yeah, most of them I don't know if you can even actually. I have to look that up. I don't even know if they actually still make an upright silo anymore. I don't know if there's a company out there that does it. Because I think there's only like one manufacturer left that makes silo and loaders, because people still are using them. Some old timers and that are still using their uprights, but it's not a lot. I'd have to Google that once. True, and you don't try to. People use bags too, but not a. Mostly the bags are to store. You store just regular hay bales in to keep them dry. That's what my cousin just did. I don't know if they actually ferment in there or not. I have to ask him once, because he actually hired. There's a custom baler out there, because, believe it or not, balers aren't cheap, and a lot of farmers are deciding to hire that out now. But a lot of bunker silos, though. At least the two breakfast on the farms that I went to. The one in Brown County had, I think they had 2, and then they were building a third. But yeah, you should. It's quite the. They actually, the pile of silage is. Yeah, it depends exactly. But if it's just dry hay, it's not going to ferment in there. It just keeps it dry and from rotting from the rain and that. Because he doesn't have a lot of indoor storage. But yeah, let's see here. Is that tractor over here yet? Let's see how much food we need in here. Oh, definitely can do a little bit here. I got some milk. Actually, I could see how many. Now I got realistic livestock, so I got individual animals instead of just one group of certain type. Are these actually? Oh, actually working good. I think I've got any. Then I'll move it to the other lot. This is kind of my breeding lot, and these will go to the other one once they're done, and then I'll sell them. There's some good pricing on some of these. $3,000. Wow. All right. Yeah, I'm selling all my Holsteins bulls, working them and then selling them. Yeah, That's what we do too, but we put them in concrete bunker silos. It does the same thing. Cover them with plastic and old tires, which I would have taken some pictures from that one. Should have. I don't know why I didn't. I'll do the next one. If I go to that one, let's see here. All right, so it got there. Let's see here. Do I have any that actually had babies yet? Nope. Do I have any that are kind of closer? That's why I'm not producing a lot of milk, because I don't have a lot of cows here that are lactating. All right. Oh, why aren't you doing anything? Pregnant? No. You might need to be called out here. I think I might have to bring the trailer over. That's weird. I'll have to take a look at that. I think I'm going to have to look at the other way and see what's going on here. All right, so here's where you get some real information. All right, so let's go here. Go and find that one that was showing. You can't see my mic. What are you talking about? It is out of the camera. Tell me where the mic is, because I'm not seeing it. Okay, I see it a little bit. There it is. Now you can't see it. Jeez, you're so picky. I didn't even notice it was there, to be honest with you. Thank you. Yeah, let me see the one that I gotta remember the number. Yeah, see, some of these are very low in producing, so I don't know if I'm gonna go and figure out which ones are good, because I actually got a spreadsheet of this and I gotta figure that one out. Yeah, because in realistic livestock, every animal has its own number, so you're all set there, and you put the monitoring on it. It tells you, like this one here, low milk production, so it's not going to be that good. We call Holsteins mostly Bertha 1XX. We don't exactly name them. They all got numbers, unless, you know. Let's see here. They're all. All right, let's get some straw. Come on, why am I not in the trigger? Oh, there's alfalfa in there yet? Come on, seriously? There was like 1% in there, and it still showed it. Why is it? This is not the hay one. The last one is straw. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't even enough. You didn't even see it on the ground. It was 0%. All right, let's get this in there and see if it needs straw. Yeah, I'm going to be hauling manure and slurry to sell. Got so much of it, so I guess it's a good time to do it while it's raining. What am I doing at the milk with this point? I actually got a dairy going, and I'll show you that in a second here. Let me get in here, and then I'll send this to the beef farm. Take a look here. How much straw do we need? All right, so I got to load this up a little bit more for that. Yeah, this is not going to get too good for my moisture levels. I've had rain like every single month that I'm almost tempted to go to 2-day months just so I get some time for everything to dry out. I don't know how it'll work with realistic weather in 2-day months, but it's got to be better than this. All right, there we go. We'll send that over to the beef farm, and I'll show you where I'm taking the milk. Don't tell me when I did this, I put that pile right. I did, didn't I? Oh, nope, I didn't. Thank you for the follow there, Menner. Jeez. I'm going to slaughter your name. Menner's Joe? Or just call you Stuart? Okay, I'll call you Stuart. That's easy. I just got to remember that. Or you'll have to keep telling me. So thank you for the follow, and if you got any questions about Courseplay, Auto Drive, or any of the mods that I'm using, plus the map here, I was hoping that ads are in there. Okay, I'll wait. All right, let's. All right. So thank you for the follow there, Stuart. I appreciate it. If you got any questions about Courseplay, Auto Drive, any of the maps you see on my any of the mods you see on my screen, or Uncharted Valley 4X, the map that I'm on. I was hoping that JD would stop in today, but he's extremely busy right now. So see if he gets in here one of these days, and we can see what's going on in the future. Hopefully. All right. So over here, I got my paper mill because I needed cartons for my milk. Unofficial mods. The only unofficial mod that I really use is realistic livestock, because realistic weather is now on the mod hub. And this map is air free. You would not have any issue with this map. We've made it through every update, and the only error we had was a manure error because Giants changed something. So, but yeah, the only time you'll ever have an error with this map is something else is causing it, because it's not the map. So here's my dairy right here. So in this one, I pretty much got everything going here except for buffalo milk, because I'm not going to run buffalo. And this one's a little different. This map is like a no man's style map. You literally have to cut down a lot of trees to get your land, which I have. So it's very cool though. There's if you go on the Farmer Cop, he reviewed the map, gave it a once over. He loved it. We'll see stuff in the future, hopefully, from him. Let's see here. So, yeah, so I got bottled milk going, but I'm not getting a lot of milk because I don't have a lot of cows. Yeah, this is definitely a start from scratch. All right. So that's that. Let's see here. Where did I do with this one? Did I turn this one off too? I thought this one was going to unload itself. It never. What? Why are you stopping so far behind? That's odd. Very odd. There we go. Oh, I'll show you this in a second, how much time I got into this map already. Plus, because when JD did most of the hard work, I did a lot of the thinking when we came to design this map together. But he did the hard stuff. He's very good at making maps. I don't have the mindset to learn another task. I got too much to do at work that I'm trying to master. So here, yeah. So what was I going to show you? Oh, statistics. So right now I almost got 500 hours. I'm a little short yet. 480. No, those are fuel. Where's my hours? Time played. 573 hours. And I'm on my 4th year. All right, so how many trees have I cut down on this already? 11,668 trees. So that seems to be a lot. So, all right. Let's take a look and see how much seed, if I need to do any. I bet you I have to put seeds on these. Alright. Yeah, there's a couple needing seeds. Yeah, this is not good. We'll get out in this field. You're going to see exactly how much moisture this field's got in it. Or this is probably one of my better fields then. Yeah, 99%. In some spots in here, jeez. It's probably a mud puddle there. A big puddle of water. Yeah. I thought I actually put fertilizer on that field, but I don't remember now. Hey, PJ, how you doing? And welcome, Raiders. How was your stream, PJ? And thank you for the follow there, Struman. I think that's how you say it. Thank you for the follow and welcome to my channel. If you got any questions about Courseplay or Auto Drive, or any of the mods you're seeing on the screen, or Uncharted Forex, let me know. Or any of the mods you're seeing on the or Hey James, how you doing? Hey, thanks for the shout out. Hey PJ, did you start playing the map yet? Did you get in the Uncharted yet? Let me see if this will actually unload. Okay, so that one might have worked. Seed's 2 hours. So this has got to be the problem child here with this trigger. Did have a hard time with it before. Let's see if I can swing this around once. My stream went off for a second. Yeah, it did. What? Yeah, it restarted. No, I'm just messing with you. But you really should really play Uncharted too. You know, just saying. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it does that, Billy. That's the second time in maybe a month that I lost. I lost it on Twitch, but I didn't lose it on YouTube. Twitch being twitchy, that's for sure. There we go. Now I think the seeds are doing pretty good. Yep, Twitch being twitchy. Because if it was like a Streamlabs thing, I would have lost YouTube too. Well, I'm raining. It's raining again. this year has nothing but been rain. I got puddles in my fields. I had to stop harvesting. Yeah, I'm having a blast. This will be the second time where I've had most of my day in rain. I think I had one in May it's either May or June. And I'm debating to go to 2-day seasons just so that I can get some work done when it's not raining. But yeah, I think PJ's raid broke Twitch though, because it seems like I went off just after that raid, which is kind of weird. Yeah, because Streamlabs just still has me up at 2 hours and 13 minutes, so it had to have been Twitch that did it. Because I know can't be my internet. I would have lost YouTube. All right. Did he hit the wrong button? No, I did not hit the wrong button, unfortunately. All right, let's see here. There we go there. Oh, we're set there. Let's get back over to that other farm. Dump the straw. There we go. Here, I bet you I need a lot of. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a haul. I need 633,000 food, and I kind of neglected the animals, so it looks like that's what I'll be doing now, making food. You had to refresh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's like, yeah, Streamlabs is showing I got 60 viewers. Twitch is showing 17, and now Restream is showing me 18 viewers. So I don't know what happened there. I think I lost that raid, to be honest with you. think most of the people must not have came over and then it crashed. Something happened. That is weird. All right, so what am I looking for? Start hauling wood too. Yeah, I know he did. Like I said, it's very weird. Like Twitch didn't like me today or something. My next field here for next spring. Much as I think I'm going to get onto this load. All right, get over to Moon Bay. Oh, really? Now it's going to pour? I don't know if you guys can hear the game sounds, but the rain just cranked up and now it sounds like it's pouring out. Oh, tell you, it's going to be a farm's going to float away. All right. Should have plenty of silage. Yep. Well, I didn't think I had that much hay. That's good. That should make it through the winter. I'll probably get one more cutting off of my alfalfa, so I might put some more hay up. I gotta figure out how to like to get rid of those collisions on these sallows. At least in theory, I like to get rid of them. All right. That can do that. Let's find out where this is at. See how I'm doing. I still got plenty of wood there. Yeah, that's what I wondered what happened to everybody that came over is they thought I disappeared. They refreshed and that's back. Yeah, I was here the whole time. It just Twitch, I guess, didn't like me today. So hopefully everybody refreshes and comes back. All right. All right, send that one back there. Let's do where this guy's at. It'd be nice if it showed the rain like running off of that tarp. But hey, at least they're getting everything looks like it's getting wet, so that's what matters. So no, what I did was I started with that small. I think I had a. Did I have that mat? See, what I did is I went to this one instead. I didn't go all the way up because, for me, I went with the 7550. Then from there I would go to the big one, and depending on how many more fields, what I'll do is I'll probably just buy another combine, so I'll have two of them going. That's what I would do. But yeah, when I first start a game, I'm not gonna buy the biggest combine because I know that's not realistic. Yeah, you could do either the Case or the New Holland. I mean, even the big John Deere is pretty cool too. I would, if I hadn't decided to go all red this year, I would have probably gotten that John Deere. But that's my personal opinion. So let's see here. The truck's going. Let's see if I click. There we go. All right. For 25, who knows what'll happen in for 28, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to meet up with the Case IH people at Farm Progress Days and see if I get myself into one of those tractors. I took a week of vacation just to go to the Farm Progress Days all week, every day. But I have enough vacation to burn anyway. I had to find something to do. And Stuart, too, if you go to my YouTube page, you'll actually see tutorials on Courseplay Auto Drive and some other cool videos that I'm putting up there. Right now I have one of a farm show that I went to in March, and I will be putting a video up on what I did for planning this year. And then the Farm Progress Day show that I'm going to put up after I get it all edited and that. I just got to cut back on the corn planting one. I got that one might be a little bit too long. We'll see. I don't even think I got that one up anymore. But all right, back to Moon Bear. Yeah. My setup is I got two 50-inch, well, I actually got a 50 and a 48 Samsung Sony TVs, and that's what I play on. The 50's got the game on, and the 48's got everything else I want to watch what I'm playing. Right now I'm going through the Yellowstone stuff. I just got done with 1923, and now I'm into Yellowstone. Yeah, little fancy. Not really that fancy. The TVs aren't that expensive. Nice. Yeah. I had just regular 20. I think I had two 32s at one time, and I actually hooked it up to my 65, and that seemed extremely overkill. And then I'm thinking, I had to replace I replaced my 50-inch in my bedroom with a. Did I replace that one with a? I had a 55 in there now. Whatever. I had to replace one in my bedroom or somebody's bedroom. We replaced TVs with, and we went bigger. And I'm like, let me try the 50-inch and see how that looks. And I've been doing it ever since. These will get updated in the next couple of years, though. There's better and not so expensive TVs out there that will run better than these. Yeah, definitely for games like this. I don't know if a high intense shooting game would work with these kind of monitors, but I don't play the shoot 'em games, so. Even my time playing Farm Sim's a little bit less now that I've gotten in with my cousin and his farm and all the extra stuff that I'm doing with that. My cousin does. I just, like I said, this is the whole story is I was going out there to record this video. Let me see if I can find it quick. Thought I had it up. Have to go find it. Let's see here. Videos. So I went out to record this for him. So, as I was out there recording all this, by the time we got done with this field, it was probably around noon. And he goes to me, he says, "You got what you doing? What you doing for the rest of your day?" And I said, "Well, I got nothing planned. My wife was gone, and my future daughter-in-law, they were shopping for dresses." And I says, "I got nothing." He says, "Do you want to plant soybeans?" And I'm like, I'm like, sure. You know that Dad never let me do it, and you know that that was his job to do. I never got the plant. And he says, it's no big deal. You'll get her. I'm like, okay. So I went out there and got the GPS all figured out, and I planted about 40 acres of soybeans this spring. And I haven't been in a tractor probably since like 92, 93, where I was actually physically doing farm work. That's how long ago it was for me. So it's pretty cool. It was like getting back on a bike after not riding it for a while. You never forget. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know which that one was, but yeah, there's actually I'm gonna post my videos up that I did too with planning this year. I just haven't got them edited yet. I have a one that I was doing corn. I had to go back over 10 acres of corn with just one row because one of our rows had not engaged when we started planting it. Not me, and I went to get in the tractor to finish the field up for him, and I stopped to check how much corn I had because he told me to, and I went to row 5 and I'm looking on there and I'm like, it's full. Rest of them are almost empty. So with GPS you can go back over a field pretty good. It's not impossible. It's just like, you just wasted like 2 hours and had to replant just for one row. Otherwise, you'd have a 60-inch row all across your entire field. Every 6 rows, you have a 30-inch row, a 60-inch row, because we plant on 30s. So soybeans and corn is 30 inches. But yeah. So I'm all on board for this one. I'm gonna see this one all the way through to harvest, because I started that video and I got to do one for side dressing soon. Then I'm doing a video for them for soil sampling, and then after that it'll be the harvest. I'll do a video on the harvest. But I picked up a very good camera. If you see with how great that camera was, I got a Pocket 3. A DJI camera. And then once you get to my YouTube page, you'll see the farm show was. I filmed that with that camera. That was the first video I made with it. Yeah, I got to do, like I said, I'm learning on what you were seeing in that one was a fertilizer, but the filling a seed is manual. You grab the bag and you open it up and you fill it. There's no seed tender out there for us, at least. So yeah, you'll probably see that one. I'll throw that up probably if I have time tomorrow. Maybe I'll finish. Maybe I won't edit it. Maybe I'll throw the whole thing up. See, won't be a lot of talking in it. I don't know if I'm gonna set it to music. I think I'm gonna leave the real sound in there. Especially the opening. I told him I might take that out, but I think he says, plant food for the corn. I love it. That's my classic cousin. He's got to come up with something. And he knew he was on camera when he said it, too. And it's like, that's so funny. I think I also videotaped the one I was driving out trying to find the. I lost the cover to one of the one of the seed covers. I didn't have it tight on, and it was windy that day, and I found it. I had to drive all the way across the field, and we planted to a cover crop like rye, and it's not like it's bare ground where you could see it clear across the field, but no, this one I had to drive through, and okay, it's laying there. And I lost a packing wheel planting soybeans in one field. But I found that one the first time it happened. I seen it on the roll before, so I stopped, got on the phone, and had my come over, and we fixed it quick. But then I did it again. It fell off again. A different one fell off on the other field, and that one I didn't find. They found it later. And then I found out my cousin lost one, so I don't feel so bad that I lost it. But it's an old planter. It's a 7000 series John Deere 6-row. I mean, technology is pretty much the same of how the planter works. So, except for the brand new ones where they have the air seeders and it's all electronic reading, but you still gotta watch. I mean, you can get false readings. I talked to one farmer that has a newer 16 row, and I'm like, so what happens if one of the ones don't work and you don't catch it and the sensors don't work? He says, we got a one row planter that he hooks onto his gator, and he'll go back through with the GPS if he missed the roll. Not like me, where I literally went back over with the entire unit. We just turned off the other rows and just left one row intact. But yeah, common sense is hard to come by it sometimes, to be honest with you, and that's in any business. So, all right, let's take a look and see who's available on Twitch today. And let's see here. Can I stop that quick before ad start? Let me snooze this ad quick. All right, snooze for 5 minutes. Let's get back to Twitch. Let's see, anybody playing Farm Sim that I can raid into. Doesn't seem that way, but I think I'm going to send you over to NBC Master Dad just for the fact that he's not going to be around very much. Let's see what he's up to. But I'll be back on Thursday, normal time, 4 o'clock. I'm back to Tuesday, Thursdays. I can't stream any other days. This just makes sense for those days. I tried Monday, Wednesday. It just didn't feel right. I'm going to stick to Tuesdays and Thursdays. No problem. Like I said, see my YouTube page and then come and see me every Tuesday and Thursday that I'm here. Not all Tuesdays, but mostly all Thursdays. All right. Oops. What's going on here? Key lock. Do I got there? Right? Yep. Here we go. You guys all have a good night, and I will be talking to you guys on Thursday.